guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Yes, so this is part 2 of the initial video you did. I'll just giving live updates and gist about what has been going on and basically why I ran in from YouTube after just posting. So yes, in the last video I talked about the things that happened, the creator life happened to me, right? I lost, if not all of the videos I made, I lost them with memory card I bought because my phone didn't have so much space, and then I was in a space where I couldn't really be making videos just constantly, consistently every day because of the environment where I was staying, and then the neighbors were disturbing and all of that, the noise, and you guys. So yes, those are the things we talked about in the last video. I think I also mentioned how I was even unsure. It's as if I had clarity on what exactly I was supposed to do with the YouTube channel, but as soon as I started, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing. And I think I also mentioned the fact that I felt unworthy, like, so God, why would you ask me to start this? Why would you ask me to do this? I have no passion or drive or desire to be in front of the camera and talk to the camera. And it was like, me on social media, I just want to see what other people are doing with their lives and get out and just laugh and probably engage and comment. And most of the time, I'm a ghost follower or just silent follower. I don't really interact per se. I just like the video, watch, but not really drop any of my opinions or comments. But as soon as I started creating, I had to learn how to begin to engage with people's posts by commenting, not just liking or posting, but also commenting on people's posts. Yeah. So before we go off the tangent of what we're supposed to be talking about today, let's get back on track. So yes, we are talking about life gist. I think I basically summarized everything in the last video. I didn't go into details, but yes. So I can't even remember exactly, word for word, exactly what I talked about in the last video. But let me see from my notes. I think I mentioned losing videos upon videos, yeah. And then I had the perfection mindset that I wasn't good enough. My lightning, my mode of presenting, my English, my looks, my everything was not just as perfect and as dope as it should be. And I think one of the things that the Holy Spirit had to teach me about that was prioritizing progress instead of perfection. So we go from grace to grace. So where are you now? Start with what you based on God's instructions, like God should provide every single thing and even more than I need so that I'll be able to obey His instructions. But He's already provided. So like the parable of the 1 talent, the 2 talents, and the 5 talents, right? So He has given you 1 talent. What are you going to do with it? He has given you 2 talents. What are you going to do with it? You have 5 talents. What are you going to do with it? So So if you have one talent and you complain that one talent is too small, I cannot use it to do anything, really I need 5 talents, and you are unable to maximize the one talent, it will be taken away from you. So just that kind of story, that kind of scenario. So I kind of had my one talent right, and I wanted 5 talents that can kickstart the total life, make it big, as God wanted me to do. Instagram, this, that. Even though I knew very well, deep down within me, that even if all those things were provided, like were just made available for you on the platter of gold, I probably will not do like obey his instructions at all, because it's the desire to obey, or the promptness of obedience is actually from what is within you. It's not really whether there's much resources available, because there's some people that don't have so much, but the little they have, they're able to maximize it and do a lot, right? So basically it's just from your inside, what's the percentage of your desire to obey. So even if, like that guy with one talent, even if you have only one talent, will you be able to maximize it? Will you be able to use it efficiently? And then you move from there. So it's actually something, a problem from the inside, right? So I had that issue, and there was no guarantee that even if God provided all the things I needed, an iPhone or even a camera, vlogging camera, like real, and then good lighting, perfect setup, every of those professional stuff, there was no guarantee that I was going to do anything, because actually, truthful, I didn't want to do anything. But then there's something I realized, that my disobedience was costing me a lot of things were just falling apart in my life. Not like God was punishing me, just a consequence of my disobedience, right? It's just there. God does not have to move a pin. You will just find yourself falling back to back into those consequences. Why? Because you are disobeying and you're not following divine timing and orchestration and all of those things. Oh, I feel like I'm preaching, guys. I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, so I felt that I needed to be perfect, right? I wasn't good enough. And then the Holy Spirit had to take me through a process of like marvelous. It should be progress over perfection. It should be growth, right? The growth mindset. So from level to level, growing in grace, and then becoming better at it. So yes, that was something, another reason why I stopped. I think I mentioned that, but maybe I didn't elaborate. So yes, that is one of the reasons why I stopped, why I ran away from YouTube, because like I just could not. I don't know how people do it consistently, back to back. Probably they have the resources, they have a good team, they can put 2 and 2 up. They have, even if they don't have like say a team, they have the money, right, to just call this person and call this person and phone them, they set up, and then just I didn't have that, and I had to prepare and work on my heart, right? The heart issue needed to be fixed. So yeah, for that perfection mindset, my heart needed to be fixed. And then I also spoke about noise from neighbors. So any moment that I just want to feel back at home, the birds will start growing, like the birds will start singing, and chicken will start crowing, like a lot of things will just happen. Every plane will begin to fly up and down. somebody will now decide to call her the name of her child, and that particular instance. Like, a lot of things are just not right. And funny enough, before filming, I will pray. You guys, I will pray. But yes, all those things kept repeating themselves, and I was like, am I going to continue like this? Okay, I'm not sure I understood what he was actually saying, but guess what? It was like a confirmation back to back from my mentor that marvelous, this is what he wants you to do. And I'm like, God, you know I'm not cut out for this life. I don't have that strength. But yes, I actually just need to find a way. And I think why I'm even sitting in front of this camera and talking to you guys is because I watched somebody's YouTube video. I think this creator, Favor Matthew, she's not that, I don't think she's up to 1 year. I think she started in the period I started last year. But she kept pushing without minding the noise. She improvised a lot of things. She just started from where she was. And now, I think as that video I was watching, or a few videos around that time that she posted, got like 70 up to 100k views, right? And then she shared how she just started, even with the whole discouragement and the noise, the distractions from neighbors and all of those things, and it's not discouraged. She will record the video, still post, right? And people just loved her content, the fact that she was giving out value, and that was just what mattered. And she grew her page, so it encouraged me. It actually spoke to me because I know that I made videos upon videos and deleted them right after because of the noise interference from chickens, birds, airplanes, neighbors, all those kind of things. Yeah, so that was another reason I think I mentioned in the previous video. And then another thing I mentioned was, I'm not even sure, we had light issues, so I had a small power bank and light was just not coming as it should, and I needed also to use lightning, and I cannot use my lightning if there's no light, right? And my power bank is not so big, so it couldn't even carry everything for us to be able to create. So that was another discouragement. Like I would need to take my phone out for it to be charged, and then my power bank for it to be charged, and then come back and I want to play, and then those movies. Guys, it's just a lot. So not an excuse, as I said in the previous video, but then these are just some of the reasons why I ran away. Now I'm back, but I feel like I need to fill you guys in on what really happened, right? Before we now get into all the content that this YouTube channel is supposed to be about. So again, even now as I'm seated here, I'm not even sure what exactly in front of my camera. So I'm still cleaning, but I watch the Invariance channel, Blessing, Jessica Overseas, Stan, and they always say both of them are two clueless couples that are just going about shooting content, and people love them like that, and I love them for their authenticity, right? So I think that's just what I'm going to bring on to the screen, my authenticity, just the way I play, the way I talk. I'm not going to touch anything because I don't have strength. This thing is too much work already. To now add the strength of getting to a certain level so that people will love me, I'm not going to do any of that. I don't have the strength. So yes, I'm going to bring in my authenticity to this place. I'm still clueless, and I'm going to say, what is going to be. I'm still very, very clueless on exactly what you're going to share. Although I've gotten some ideas excuse me, I've had some downloads, right? Asking the Holy Spirit, so what am I supposed to be talking about in front of the camera? So she has shared some things with me, but I'm still like, can I talk about this thing? Am I qualified to talk about this thing? I'm still on a journey, Like if we say struggling Christians, I don't like the term struggling Christians, but I think I still identify with that term. I'm still coming up. I'm still a small girl. So what am I gonna share to the world that will make an impact? So all those things, just uncertainties and just being unsure of myself. And something I just realized is how much God believes in us. Tell God. See, God believes not that he believes in us, right? Because he doesn't really believe in us because he knows we are flesh. But then he believes in the sacrifice that Jesus has made on the cross for us and the power that sacrifice has to redeem us to the uttermost. That the very potentials he has buried deep within us can come out because of the sacrifice that Jesus made. So the way God believes in the sacrifice that Jesus has done, and then when he looks at us right from the lens of Jesus. And so it's like he's telling us, do this one. I like, God, is it me? Is it me that you're telling me to do this thing? Because it's marvelous. So I'm struggling. I still like, go ahead, do it. You can. Telling you to do the impossible. God, I don't want to say God believes in us because I'm not sure that's a correct thing, but if you get what I'm trying to say, he believes in what he has made you to be, more than you know yourself. Just take it like that. And it's wild. It's sometimes when I pray and thoughts, but I'm like, you are unbelievable. It is wild. Oh yes. So that is something that I'm working on, my cluelessness. I'm just going to come in front of this camera and be clueless. And I hope God uses it. The Holy Spirit to speak to you. Whatever He wants to tell you, whatever gist that just comes out from my mouth as He leads, and He wants to use it to bless your life. So be it. But yes, I'm not coming here because I have a formula or I've apprehended what to say, or I've gotten a clue, or I've gotten a grasp, so I have to do this thing. I'm coming here clueless, and I believe that He's going to extend His hand of help. Since He said He's going to do the work through me, right? So let me just make myself the vessel, the ready vessel. And just, even if you just sit in front of my camera and watch you guys, I'm going to do that, right? So yes, cluelessness was another reason why I think I ran away from YouTube. The next reason I felt very overwhelmed because that period was a season where I was going through a tough time in my life. I don't want to call it midlife crisis, but it's one of those things that people refer to as midlife crisis. I was struggling with a lot of things, and it was affecting my relationship with him. It was affecting my identity. It was affecting how I felt about myself. It was affecting a whole lot of things, and so, but the instructions kept coming. Like it was like God closed His eyes to everything I was going through. I was telling me, do this. And guess what? During that period, He instructed me to start a podcast and gave me the name of the podcast. Unbelievable things, people. And then gave me the name of the podcast, the topics, the things to talk about, how to go about it. and I could not deny the fact that it was him. See, sometimes when people are saying God did this, they cannot really explain to you how they know it's God. But one thing that anybody that knows it's God, I've told them to do something that they know they don't have the sense to think about that. See, I know I look like someone that has sense. Sometimes when people say they think, but I don't have it. So when I got those instructions, I knew it had to be a super intelligent being telling me these things, because I can never sit down and think of these things for myself. No. So I started a podcast, and the name of the podcast is The Young and Sane Podcast, right? It kicked off in October. I started posting audio called. See, I just wanted to kill the jinx of inconsistency. And that was, I just said, I think I used to plead with the Lord, just have me focus on that part, right? And see if I could be consistent. And he actually helped me. So I posted for like a period of 3 months, right? I stopped on the 11th of November, probably because of the holidays or something. But then, so it was like instructions came in a batch, and I had to struggle to meet up. I didn't have the strength, I didn't have the capacity. Like, where will I start? So that was part of the reason why I just see, but please, let's leave this YouTube when I can, like, let me just focus on this one. So that was part of the reasons why I had to just leave YouTube for a while. So you can check out my podcast on Spotify and Google Podcasts, right? We'll soon come to YouTube. I'll soon start producing the video content on the podcast. It's Young and Sane Podcast. You can search it out on Spotify and Google Podcasts. It's soon, I think it's soon be made available on other podcast platforms, but I'm not sure about Apple Podcasts for now. Maybe that one will take a while, right? But yes, so we are available on Spotify and Google Podcasts. But yes, back to what I said. So obeying the instructions was very overwhelming, so I just had to say, okay, YouTube should just stay on the side. Let me figure out if I can make myself available to obey this one, right? So that was part of it. And then I think the last video I spoke about my preparation for NYST and how everything turned around. I was actually preparing to go for NYST, and then boom, law school admission came out. So all those business, confusion, crisis, uncertainty, cluelessness, and then in the midst of all those, I actually had a desire not to show up in this year, like 2024, throughout 2024, as I realized that I was going to go to university. So my plan was I was just going to shut down for the whole year. I felt like it was the Lord that was leading me to go low, but it was my desire. It was something that I started interpreting what he was saying to me to be. But then, at the end of the day, he fished me out. I think that's not what I thought. You're not going to go on social media. You're actually going to go loud. But and then I got a clear picture. So yes, I guess that is basically all of the reasons. And in between, I think you got the gist of a lot of things. that will happen in your life. Yes, so basically that's it. And then I want to take this opportunity to invite you guys for, okay, let me do it in an official way, something that I will present them. So yeah, I want to take this opportunity to invite you guys for cover rooms Instagram live that is going to be happening on my page at Tama Flourish, like my page on Instagram at Tama Flourish. We're going to be holding a prayer meeting from the 10th of February from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. every day for 30 days in this month of February, from Saturday 10th February. So, and the theme of that prayer meeting is ascending on the wings of purity. So, this is one of the instructions that someone gave me last year. And I was like, okay, I think you're joking, but I'm going to write it down. Just in case you're serious, you're going to tell me again, right? And so I wrote it down in 2023, I think in December of 2023. And then I left it, I forgot about it, and early 2024, she came back and said, I told you about it in Instagram live, so cover room is going to, yes, and I'm like, okay, I thought it was just my imagination, I thought it was just thought, yeah, so I'm going to be holding that experience on Instagram. I believe God is going to help me, because I don't know how I'm going to do it, but yes, I'm not going to appear strong. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do that. God is actually going to help me to do that. It's a lot. Like the very things I vowed personally never to be involved in, like in my heart, are the very things it seems like that God is sending me to do. It's not easy, but God is going to help me. So yes, okay, thank you guys for watching the video. I guess you've been here for how many minutes, and I appreciate you sitting back so much. Make sure you like the video so that I can get to other people, so that they can watch too. And make sure you drop your comments if you have anything to say. Probably you got something, or it just helps you to remember the instruction that the Lord gave you. Probably you are going to go back. So just drop a comment, right? If this video has helped you, and share with your friends, in your WhatsApp groups, with your family, everybody. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching the video. I would love to see you guys in the next video. Bye.